Okay, and show. I am Hadriex, the mighty sorcerer. Level 1. I have muscle, moxie, and mysticality? Mysticality. Okay, now... Okay, we can see my mouse. Okay, everything's good. We got it all. Okay. Kingdom of Loathing's date is September the 5th. It is? Okay. That's a full moon? That's a new moon. Ronald and Grimace? Wait. Are our moons going to be McDonald's themed? Hey, how's it going, everyone? I heard everyone had started files in this game when they heard I was going to play it. Yes, a mighty, mighty sorcerer who's been playing for 81 days. Did I make this thing 81 days ago? All I did was make an account. I haven't actually, I mean, you can tell, I literally haven't taken an action. Allspice Acolyte? Wait. Do you put deodorant in your cooking? Is that the secret sauce? Okay. You must gain 2 mysticality. Wait, mysticality is my experience? Really? Okay, fine, whatever. I'm not gonna argue. If that's how your level up system is, uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's go to Mount Noob. Yep. Okey-dokes. The Toot Oriole. Or Oriola. Oreo. It's good enough for this game. We'll just call it the Oreo. The bird speaks to you as you approach. Welcome, adventurer. I am Toot Oreo. And I'd like to show you the ropes. Here they are. He points at a pile of ropes piled atop a nearby rock. Cool, let's put it in our inventory. Now that that's out of the way, let's get down to brass tacks. I've got a lot of things to teach you. Where should I begin? Well, I mean, ropes would be nice. Let me put those in my inventory, really. Fine. It's dangerous to go alone into the big scary world out there, and nothing keeps an adventurer company as well as some sweet gear. Let's see what you've got lying around that might fit you. He digs through a pile of junk behind the rock and produces a couple items. You require a saucepan and old sweatpants. I need a big foofy hat thing, you know, the white ones that chefs wear. I mean, look at this. My head is completely bare. It's uncovered. It's uncovered and exposed to the sky. Wherever you see an item, you can click on the picture to get a description of it. Why not try that now? Oh, it opens up a new window. Old sweatpants. This is a pair of faded gray sweatpants with an elastic drawstring. Most people don't actually break a sweat while wearing them, but sitting on the couch eating couch eating potato chip pants doesn't have quite the same as much ring to it. It gives me 10 power. Cannot be traded or discarded. Well, I know y'all wanted my old sweatpants, but it's too bad. I can't trade it. Or discard it for some reason. This saucepan, which can be used to beat something about the head and neck. Unless that something doesn't have a head and or neck, in which case you'd use it to beat it about whatever passes for a head and neck in its particular case. Damage, 1 to 2. It has a sale price. Okay, I can't sell this. So I'm not allowed to run around without pants, but I could sell my saucepan. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I know. Fine. I can always take a moment to open up something if something is particularly interesting. But for now, everyone who's played the game probably knew these, and I read them aloud anyway. Anyway, let's see. Yes, let's do that. Equipment. Equip. Wait, are melee weapons and pants the only items? Does nobody believe in shirts? Oh, we got hats, I see. But what about rings? I mean, come on now. We all know the rules. You get a ring for each hand, which has always been weird because, you know, I have more than one finger per hand, and I can put more than one ring on a finger. And then there are toe rings. But, you know, anyway, it's standard. One ring per hand. I mean, if you really want to get into it, you could put rings through your tongue and through your nose. You could actually wear a lot of freaking rings if you really wanted to min-max the enchanted ring thing. But anyway, no rings at all? That's just wrong. Uh-oh. Where's the birdie? Great. That's not good. Oh, no! Crap. I acquired an item. That's great, but, while you were out, I found this. I thought you might like to have it. It's got 10 power. It's a hat. It can be sold for meat. A sturdy helmet made of hardened hollandaise sauce will help stop your brains from getting scrambled. Or poached, I guess. Okay, so I want to equip it, but I don't want to lose this screen. So can I reach over here? Can I equip the hat and then go back? Go back? There's no back button. What am I supposed to do? Do I literally have to go back to the location every time I use my inventory? That can't be right. Teach me about adventuring. Over on the left side, underneath the hourglass icon, you can see the number of adventures you have left. Adventures are used for adventuring. Every night you'll gain an additional 40 adventures. There's a cave at the base of the mountain. Here, let me mark it on your map. You'll notice the 1 next to the name of the cave. That means that going in there will cost you 1 adventure. This cave is where I keep my crates full of old junk. Head down there and smash them for me, if you please. Okay. Where is it? Ah, I see. This reminds me a little bit more of the BBS games. The more I'm going into it. You're a little bit nervous about encountering a crate this early in the game. You get to jump on it. You whir like a dervish, holding out your saucepan at arm's length, becoming a blur of motion and pain. The ensuing saucepan demonium causes 6 damage. Critical hit. Boink, zap, kerblam. New attack damage record. Well, that's not how I open my crates, but okay. Crate is empty. Fueled by disappointment and boredom, you pick up some of the splinters of wood and whittle them into popsicle sticks. I gained 3 mysteriousness? I seem to have gained some mysticality, but what is mysteriousness? Hey, do you have a mysteriousness stat? I don't remember seeing a mysteriousness stat. Is that fame or what? Ah. Splat. It's a crate full of fruit. You pocket some of it. Trying not to think of how long it's been down here. Wizardliness and sarcasm. I don't remember seeing those stats either. Oh. But Moxie went up this time, as well as mysticality. Oh. Okay, I smashed your boxes. Oh, come on. Fine. I got a bottle of vodka. I gained a mysticality point. Okay. Alright, so So each level, I suppose, could have its own unique requirements. So each of these stats, rather than experience points, I'm filling up on these stats. Okay. Alright. I think I'm starting to get how this goes. Kind of. How do I use my skill? By reflecting on the nature of cosmic sauce, you can become more closely attuned to its mysteriousness. Your enchantedness and maximum HP will increase for a period of time. Gives effect Sauce Mastery. 5 adventures. Sure. Alright, what else you got for me? Hills are important, and there are 2 different kinds of them. Some can be used during fights, and others can be used not during fights. Let's investigate the second first. Click on the book icon. That did not exist a second ago. Alright, sauce contemplation, and salsa ball. Okay. This costs 1 MP and for 5 adventures, I have this bonus. Right? Okay. There really has to be a way to back up. Ah, well done. As I'm sure you've noticed, that spell gave you an effect that makes you more powerful. You can see how long the effect will last on your character pane over on the left. Now it's time to learn about combat skills. I've marked the Dire Ward on your map. It's a dangerous place, so you'll need every ounce of guile, which is worth a pound of Chun-Li. What about Blanca? You could muster if you're going to survive. Okay. Dire Ward. Substat of Mystic. I was clicking on the character. No substats appeared. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Fighting a oh crap, it's a bunny. We're doomed. We're all doomed. Does it have a switchblade? Does it have a switchblade? Do we have a hand grenade? Holy or otherwise? This is one of the cute, fluffy bunnies that populate the Dire Warrens. You're not entirely sure why it's called the Dire Warrens, as you can't imagine any particularly dire circumstances or straits coming about because of these little things. Nonetheless, it's probably safer to destroy it. The fluffy bunny stares at you with cute little bunny eyes. It's so cute that it hurts. Oh wow, this costs 0 mana? Summon a ball of hot salsa and hurl at your opponent. It's not really all that much better than just hitting them with the pan. Oh well. Bunny liver? Isn't that just another flavor of meat? How many did I need to destroy again? Oh well. Ooh, critical hit. Okay. I'm level 2 now. Okay, great. What did that do for me? What did that do for me? I'm level 2 now. I see that my stats going up are good for me, but I don't know what the level up did. Maybe you have to be certain amounts of levels to go certain places? That's probably what it is. Okay, teach me about the campsite. Just west of the big mountains, there's a campsite for adventurers. You get assigned a spot as soon as you arrive in the kingdom, and that's where you'll be staying. It's pretty smart at the moment. Here, take this tent. Newbie's poor TM tent. No, not that. Ugh. Alright. No, we need to back up. Oh, there we go. Kitchen. Closet. Quest log. There it is. Yeah, okay. Rest in your tent. 1. Yep. Well, I mean, okay. The bright face of Ronald smiles down on you. This campsite includes a handsome and functional outdoor kitchen, which is to say there's a bunch of battered linoleum on the ground. Where's my grill? I can make sauces in a grill. It contains no food or beverages. Okay. I should be able to click on the boulder text of my current quest. Of my current quest text. Oh, cool. You're a growing adventurer, and it's important you eat to keep up your strength. In fact, eating is one of the best ways to get more adventures. If you're going to eat, you're going to have to learn how to cook. Take this easy-to-use oven. Ah, it's an easy-bake oven. Okay. All right. You install the oven in your stylish outdoor kitchen. All right. Find a lot of food as you adventure, but nothing beats the taste of a home-cooked meal. Yay! I guess I'll make lemon and popsicle stick sauce. Yum, yum. Click on this pair of hedge clippers to get to the crafting system. Alright. I'm gonna cook a bunny liver on a stick. Bake. Liver popsicle? I made that with an oven? Oh. The physics are more of a suggestion in this universe, I see. Say, that looks delicious! You go in your inventory and eat it! You just discovered a new recipe. Okay. You eat a liver popsicle. While fancy restaurants often serve sorbet or foie gras, there's a reason they don't mix them together. Now you know what that reason is. Ah, I see. Well, I got 2 adventures, so bleh. Alright. Certificate of... The certificate proclaims that you are a legitimate participant in the adventuring community of Kingdom of Loathing. Hang it proudly at your campsite. Okay. Teach me about cocktail crafting. Adventurers do not live by bread alone. Booze is also a crucial part of the daily diet. It's like my dear old mum used to say, it's a rough world out there, Toot. Now be a dear and fetch me another drink. Okay. Alright. You install the cocktail crafting kit in your stylish outdoor kitchen, making it even more stylish. Cocktails are a fine way to make yourself less sober. Here are the ingredients. Well, I mean, you've already got vodka, and whiskey, and gin. What do you need to mix them for? Sounds like you've got this figured out already. You've acquired a martini. It's just an olive and whatever. That looks like a mighty refreshing cocktail. I doubt it. Oh well. You gain 10 cheek and gain a moxie point. You've unlocked a new tattoo? What, I have? You gain 3 drunkenness. All good things, I suppose. Okay. Got anything else for me? You've given me everything, right? Just like in the real world, booze is a great way to get extra adventures. Just be careful not to do it, or you might knock yourself out of commission for the rest of the day. You've learned everything I can teach you. Now it's time for you to set out on your own and make your fortune in the kingdom. Might I suggest starting with the Council of Loathing over in Seaside Town? Sure, why not? The Council of Loathing. That would sound like a terrible place to go. The right side of the tracks, the wrong side of the tracks, the clan district, the market square. I see that. You sure that that's an adventurer signal? I think that's a get drunk signal. Say, it's a new adventurer. Welcome. Welcome, boy. We can sure use people like you right about now. Oh, but where are our manners? We're the Council of Loathing, and you are Hadriex. Yes, there's a hero's name if we ever heard one. Listen, we're going to have plenty of work for you. But first, you should probably spend a little time getting your bearings. You look a little underpowered, so maybe you can head off to one of the less dangerous parts of the kingdom. Say, the Haunted Pantry in Spooky Raven Manor on the right side of the tracks. The outskirts of Cobb's Knob on the nearby plains. The sleazy back alley on the wrong side of the tracks. Come back after you explored a little, and we'll be ready to give you your first assignment. Oh, you should really consider joining your class's guild so you can learn skills and stuff. Head on over to the League of Chef Magi on the right side of the tracks and talk to Gorgonzola. Yeah, sure, why not? We can do that. Cake-shaped arena, construction site, a guard tower. Alright, we're going to go to Spooky Raven in a second. These art assets are amazing. Never have I seen such fine artwork. You can feel the artist's emotions as he made the strokes. Ah, classy. You wish to join the League of Chef Magi? No, sorry, that's not how you talk. You wish to join the League of Chef Magi? Gorgonzola asks, looking up and down. Very well, but first you must prove your abilities. How do I do that? Not far from here in the haunted Pantry, there resides the Bolter Sandwich. You... a what? A Bolter Sandwich! A particularly angry manifestation of a sandwich ghost. Sandwich ghost? Sandwiches of ghosts? Only the really delicious ones. I want you to find and tame this particular polter sandwich and return here with it. Like a Pokemon Master? Cool. We have more options than we did before. Okay. Use tiny quest text. Okay. What's this? A Seaside Shack? The lair of the naughty sorceress? The nearby plains? Well, I mean, I should go back there and do things, but what's this? Knock on the door of Seaside Shack, but there's no answer. Oh. Alright. Billiards, library, kitchen, the Haunted Pantry. You're fighting a flame-broiled meat blob. They're suddenly ambushed by a giant flame-broiled meat blob. It bobs up and down menacingly, dripping with meaty goodness and radiating waves of intense heat. Yeah, I figured that a salsa ball might not work so good on this. Assault you with the broads of non-sequitur stoner humor. You're confused, but unhurt. You strike a glancing blow with the saucepan and deal a paltry 1 damage. This opponent might be out of your league. You win the fight. Make up your mind, description. Alright, well, whatever. You're fighting a fiendish can of asparagus. Why are you using a knife? It's full of spares. And it'll make your pee smell like farts. In the haunted pantry, you're attacked by a fiendish can of asparagus. Cans of asparagus aren't normally all that scary, but this one's got a knife! Okay. You acquire razor-sharp canlet. Ooh. No. We have to equip this. This is the lid from a tin can. It's really sharp around the edges. Yes, they are. They will cut you. You can probably throw this at something to hurt it fairly badly. I can't just equip it. I could totally attach a handle to it. It'd be great. This is an egg that Toot Oriole gave to you. He said something about being full of meat. You crack open the egg. Turns out it's full of meat. Okay, sure. Why not? If you find an egg that's full of meat, that means it was about to hatch into it. Oh, that's not good. A possessed can of tomatoes. Inside the haunted pantry, you encounter this abomination. You assume a fighting stance and prepare to match your opponent with a can of whoop-ass. I mean, these are free, and they work. And I got a tomato. So, somewhere in here is supposed to be... You encounter an undead elbow macaroni of unusual size. Rubs its hand together and prepares to assault you like a peanut. A pasta mancer could tame it. Aha! Deep within the haunted pantry, you find a small cabinet door that rattles mysteriously, as though something in it were trying to escape. Despite your better judgment, which you figure you're probably going to have to ignore if you want to be much of an adventurer, you flip the little latch holding the cupboard shut. With a deafening screech, 2 slices of bread leap out onto the cupboard, sailing over your head as you duck. They're followed by several slices of tomato, a lettuce leaf, some Swiss cheese, and a glob of what appears to be chicken salad, which is contorting itself into the shape of a horrible screaming face. This is probably the polter switch that Gorgonzola sent you looking for. I mean, if you had to guess. You begin to chant and focus your mental energies. What, I don't fight it, I just chant? Riboflavin, maltodextrin, monosodium, glutamate. Sensing your intentions, the ghostly sandwich fixings howl and gibber and swarm around you, forcing you to duck and dodge frantically as you bring your powers to bear. Soon, however, you manage to catch the foodstuffs in your telekinetic grip, and you wrestle them together into a unified sandwich which you impale with a rune-inscribed toothpick to bind it to this form. You can now go back to Gorgonzola before the bread gets soggy. Nobody likes it when that happens. Okay. So that happened. Huh. Okay, right. Here you go. You hand the captured polter sandwich to Gorgonzola. Well done. as he seals the ghostly sandwich with maroon-etched plastic baggie and puts it in the fridge. You are now an official member of the League of Chef Magi. Welcome to the club. He winks at you with a broad grin, then after a brief pause adds, you know, like a club sandwich. Yeah, you should probably talk to Bree about getting yourself some new skills. Guna can hook you up with provisions. Oh, if you want to borrow the guild meat car, talk to Blaine. He should be there in that box. Well, where's Cheddar? Yes, but now that it's captured, we can feed it to a ghost. Then it can become the ghost of a ghost sandwich. Okay. How much meat do I have? I have 227. I have the options of simmer or curse of whatever that is. In sorcerer school, you learn how to make soup before you learn how to make sauce. For most people, it's just kid stuff. But you learned a pretty cool trick while you were pranking the dean one year. You can conjure up a big mass of freezing soup and coat a dead buffalo in it. Or, I mean, things that aren't a dead buffalo, too, I guess. Note, one curse can only be cast per 5. Cause ongoing cold damage. Simmer. A watched pot never boils, but it takes surprising little effort for you to boil over into a murderous rage. Quite a bit of the time, mind you, but not that much effort. Okay, increases spell damage by 100%, regenerates 8 to 10 MP per adventure for 10 adventures. Well, shit. I even need to see what I could save up for. This sounds like something I need. Okay. Alright. Alright, let me see. So. Okay. Okay, I can stack them. Good. We had a few different options for places I could go. One of them was on the wrong side of the tracks. Department of Shadowy Arts and Crafts. A thatch-roofed casino. The graffiti wall. The dirt-walled hovel of the pretentious artist, who is swearing a lot. Or the sleazy back alley. As you near the sleazy back alley, a man approaches you with tears in his eyes. You gotta help me. My hammer's broken. It means more to me than anything in the world. It's broken. Can you help me? It's a setup. It's a con. He's gonna steal us for all of our meat. What's the frequency, Kenneth? What? What? You begin pummeling the man with your fist, screaming. What's the frequency, Kenneth? Over and over as you do so. Oh, okay. You thought you were going to trick me or something. I don't know. And just immediately just went, nope! After your arms get tired, you leave the back alley, wondering what came over you. You consider it for a few minutes, then lose interest because you see something shiny in the gutter. I guess it'll remain a mystery. Okay. You're fighting a drunken half-orc hobo. In the sleazy back alley, you're set upon by a drunken half-orc hobo. You're as overpowered by his stench as you are confused by his slurred missives. One thing is for sure, though, it's beat or be beaten. He gets a jump on you. He raises his arms, and an overpowering odor fills the alley. Before it can overpower you, though, a freak thunderstorm washes him clean. He looks down his ungrimed body and screams. Well, okay, then. Wow, this is pretty easy to just fling my spells at them and they just die, so I'll just keep doing that. Ah! Crap. He stabs you with a sharp piece of rusty metal. Oh, crap, I got lockjaw. Am I actually poisoned? Bonk! Mad train rhine. Dirty hobo gloves. Do I really want to steal his booze or his gloves? Deep within the alley, you feel a strange presence. A ghostly blur appears before you. Introduces himself as the Slug Lord. Lord Slug? Oh no, I don't want to fight a Namekian. I had a home secure and dank till salt got flushed down the septic tank. Now I no longer make romance, but you can still get in my pants? No? No, I better leave this alley. I entered a bad place. You follow the Slug Lord's map. It leads you to an immense septic tank just outside of Seatown. So you enter the septic... No, you don't enter a septic tank! You're suddenly assaulted by a horrible stench and forced to turn back. You need some protection before you can go further into that thing. Why does every RPG need a sewer? I blame Les Mis. Man, they describe sewers as though it were the darkest dungeon in that book. Alright, well. I've been adventuring. We require aid, adventurer. We need a mosquito larva. Oh no. Am I going to the courtyard? Am I going to have to fight the Baron now? Don't ask why, because we won't tell you. In any case, the best place to find a mosquito larva is the spooky forest, which is found in the distant woods. Okay, let's go. Oh, hey, there's a forest village. There are so many places. We begin fighting the spooky vampire, and he wants to suck your blood. He is a terrifying apparition, even though he talks like a cross between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Count Chocula. He has a jump on you. He transforms into a clammy mist and gets all over your neck. Clams of pain. Spooky damage. Okay, well, he's a mist. I'll just hit him with a salsa ball. 12. New record. Wait, meat? No, I don't want to eat a vampire. Put the meat back. You're attacked by a werewolf. 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 You can't pronounce it. But you can certainly lay a smackdown upon it. Is everything going to get the jump on me? I mean, I can one-shot anything, but if they keep getting the first turn, I'm not going to last long. In spooky forest, you're attacked by one of the spookiest mummies you've ever seen. This isn't saying much, though, as you've never found mummies to be particularly spooky. I mean, ooh, no, I have to walk slightly faster if I want to escape. He summons a swarm of flesh-eating beetles, which do about what you'd expect. If only they'd summoned beetles instead. Those things just hold your hand. Bonk. New record again? Okay. I'm getting schmarmy. What do these do? The pills that time forgot. What could be wrong if you swallowed them? Spleen item crappy. Toxicity 1. No. Bad idea. Amid the mists of the spooky forest, you encounter a oh crap, it did 2 damage! No! You were only supposed to do 1 damage! A horrifying ambulatory plant. You probably need an ambulance after it's done ambulating all over you. She's got a tongue like a appendage that hits you in the eye. You wish you could still see, so you could see red. Wow. Sitting there watching my hit points deplete, and that was the first time something's done 2 damage. Of course. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the campground. We'll go to our tent. You lose an effect beaten up. Well, that's good. I think so. Alright, let me see. I was in the distant, spooky forest. You're fighting a Wolfman. Perhaps you can defeat him by kicking him with the nards. Or just fling a spell at him. That usually works. I need... And... Oh, don't do that. No. No, go away. Whatever. I was going to try to look at exactly what Simmering did again. So, plus 100% spell damage, regenerate 8 to 10 MP per adventure. I don't know that I really need it in here, but... Critical hit for 1 damage. Okay. Oh, what is this? You're fighting a bar. Yep. I reckon there's a lot of bar in these here woods. Boy, howdy. That is a really obscure reference. Supposedly, there's a couple of places where historical figures from way, way back before standardized spelling called bears bars. Like they carved it into a couple of trees and things that are debated whether or not they're legit. But yeah, that's how they spelled bear. Some people. Like seriously obscure. You managed to get quite a ways to the forest without running into any of those spooky monsters. With a sigh of relief, you pause to catch your breath and look around, trying to figure out what to do with this newfound freedom. Your interest is piqued when you notice an old, overgrown road leading off into the woods. Your soul is soothed when you hear the bubbling stream from somewhere nearby, and your sense of foreboding begins to tingle as you notice a dark thicket of trees on a nearby hillside. It's not the darkest hillside thicket you've ever seen, but it's definitely one of the darker. Which way do you go? Maybe you ought to look for that mosquito larva the council wants. You think back to everything you know about mosquitoes. They're annoying. They spread the crimson curse. They lay their eggs in water. These are true. However, they do not lay their eggs in moving water. They only lay their stuff in still water, puddles and things. So we're going to look into the dark thicket. Shadows gather as you follow the path in the dark thicket. The shadows skitter off before you can see what they were gathering. But that's not important right now. What's important is that you're in the thick of the thicket, and you should get busy with whatever you're doing in here so you can get the hell out. There's a slightly darker path than the one you came in on, leading deeper into the thicket. There's also an area of extremely thick plant growth on the side of the path. Just roll around the dense stuff. Investigate the especially dense foliage and discover its source. An overturned wagon of fertilizer. How lucky. Well, lucky for the forest, and not lucky for whoever was driving the wagon. He probably got a pretty stern talking to when he went back to the fertilizer factory, or murdered by monsters before he made it. Either way, I'll bet it really sucked. You find an unbroken can of fertilizer. It's a spray fertilizer? It's spray fertilizer. It's funny how many things radiate a faint magical aura. Meat pasting component. I wasn't finished exploring the thicket, but okay. I'm sure it's fine. Ooh, ow, this thing. I don't like this thing. It didn't even drop anything. Another one. Crap. Alright, we better go back and rest before we get knocked out again. Oh my gosh, is that 3 in a row? A spooky stick. Ah, here we go. Okay, so explore the dark thicket, follow an even darker path. You follow the darkened path to the point in the forest where 3 more paths diverge. Holy crap. The left branch looks pretty normal. The trees surrounding it are healthy. The path is clear of undergrowth, and furry woodland creatures scamper along it, just waiting to be eaten by some larger and equally furry predator. I'm not furry, but I'm definitely a larger predator. The trees around the middle branch look as though they've been burned. And earth is scorched, though not by tiny robotic tanks, you're guessing. And you catch the occasional glimpse of flashing lights from the distant recesses of the path. The third branch is dark. Really dark. Really, really dark. Come to think of it, you can't see anything past the entrance. All the paths look equally well traveled. So you're not going to be able to rely on poetry for advice in this case. So a lot of these paths see a lot of travel. A lot of people go these places. Normal? Come to a clearing of the woods and notice a set of footprints leading off in opposite directions. The left set leads to a small copse of trees, while the right set, which has another smaller set of footprints next to it, leads into our small copse of trees? A different small copse of trees? Boy, there's a lot of branching here, isn't there? I guess we'll follow the father and son, or whatever's going on here. In the middle of copse, you find an unlucky turtle tamer. You're saddened at the loss of a fellow adventurer, but not quite sad enough to refrain from taking all his stuff. Turtle totem. Am I allowed to equip that? Well, it doesn't look all that great. This spooky stick looks good. Okay, it's two-handed, and it's hard. Okay, there is an accessory slot. Okay, there are more slots. Okay. Well, alright. +2 stench damage. You may not equip more than one of these at a time. Really? I can only equip one. Okay, it's gloves. Okay, it is pluralized. Alright. Ouch. Bonk. That'll probably work. I'm not hitting as hard as I was before. I equipped the spooky stick and now I kind of suck. Let me go ahead and equip the saucepan again. Maybe it's because it was a two-handed weapon? Or maybe it's because it's not a weapon that fits my class. I don't know, but for whatever reason, I wasn't doing so good when I had that equipped. Okay. The dark thicket. The darker path. The dark path. Proceed down the dark path, literally, not metaphorically. After a while, you come across signs of a struggle. Deep gouges in the path, littered with sequins and bits of ivory, leading off into a particularly dense clump of bushes. Wow. Well, it appears that a lot of people die in this place. Let's try this scorched path. In a clearing at the end of the scorched path, you find a pair of craters. The first is smoking, the other one looks like the result of some sort of explosion. The other is, well, moist. It looks like the result of a particularly productive and violent sneeze. Which crater will you cater? Okay. Alright. We're gonna do it. We're gonna explore every single one of these things, I guess. Alright. Crud. It got me. I have a lot of meat right now, though, so I think I should go looking for the possibility of buying more stuff. Alright, you lot, let me see. Staff crafter. Let's see, you sell... Oh, things I can't afford, that's what you sell. It can be a chef staff. A chef mage's most powerful ally, next to magic itself. I have a big spooky stick. Doesn't that count? Mysticologist. I was supposed to magic my way out of the box, you see, but I can't seem to quite do it. I'm sure I'll have it any day now. Just between you and me, though, it's a real pain, and that is the truth. Oh, man, the meat car. I totally forgot. I left it parked over by Degrassi Knoll. Is that where we assassinate Kennedy? I was gonna go back and get it, but, well, you know, the crate and all. Knolls have probably stripped it for parts by now. Anyway, here's a list of what you'll need to build a new one. Oh, thank you. The flea market, Mr. Store, the meat smith, general store. You have a lot of options, but I don't even know why I'd want chewing gum on a string unless it was to get a coin out from between a grate. Yeah, it'd be perfect for fishing things out of a sewer. Probably not. It'd probably be a pain in the butt to try to get gum to stick like that. Desert bus pass? Okay, alright. Alright then. Let's see what else we got. How about the flea market? Never mind. Obviously, I made a mistake. Let's see. Cool Whip. Sweet Ninja Sir. Suede Short Sword. 25 Meat Staff. Utensils. Obsidian Nutcracker. Why would you need obsidian to crack nuts? Ranged weapons. Really, the accordion counts as a ranged weapon? Anything from here is better than what I've currently got. With the bottom half of the chainmail bikini. It'll completely protect you from injury. And by you, we mean your crotch and 40% of your backside. Because, really, what else matters? Kentucky-style derby. Well, it's twice the power of what I've got. I'm going to be cheap. I'm going to buy the boxers. And then I'm going to take the Kentucky Derby hat. And then... I want to buy a rubber spatula. Sale? There's no sale. I was just trying to trick somebody into coming in here to help me. It seems a little shady. Hey, when you're just a head and a torso, you gotta use every trick of the book. Well, at least every trick on the page of the book that's currently open to. And you're here, so obviously it worked. So you gonna help me or not? Maybe. I don't know. What's in it for me? I just need you to head over the bakery on the right side of the tracks and pick up a pie. A pie? Yes, a special kind of pie you can eat with just your face. Madeline, the lady who owns the bakery, was supposed to deliver it yesterday, but she never showed up. Okay, sure, why not? Let's go to the bakery. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong side of the tracks. Whoops. No, we'll go here. Madness Bakery. The moment you open the door to the Madness Bakery, you can tell something is wrong. Both of your hearts are beating faster than they should be. We're a Time Lord. We're a Gallifreyan. And all the red in the world has been replaced with a new kind of red you heard about on the radio. Okay, you lost me. What are we talking about now? The interior of the bakery is throbbing in time with your pulses. Meated pairs of donuts, snakes, and slither in blissful coils around the shelves of the glass display. A croissantipede scuttles underneath the counter. Scintillating motes of white flour dance in the air like tiny carbohydrate-rich angels. Your hand, at least you think it's yours, it's hard to be sure anymore, throbs where you touch the door handle and look down to see a thin carpet of black ooze crawling between your fingers. Okay, Cthulhu time. The gingerbread murderer. You find the adorable little gingerbread man chained to a radiator. Hey, little guy, let's see if I can get you out of this mess. You easily break the chains. The gingerbread man speaks, but instead of thank you you were expecting, he says, time to die, big sister. Okay. Well, I mean, I got ginger snaps. I guess that's good. Holy crap. Let's consider for a second. Stimulancy. Favorite booze. Martini. It's just mysticality every time to level up, is it? Okay. Alright. Alright, okay. Alright. Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trigger my skills. Okay. I'll admit this place seems a little bit... Oops. I didn't mean it. Okay, so I guess... Hey, how's it going, Kane? Fighting a crepe. Sorry, a creep. You approach what appears to be a spinning turntable, but instead of a record on top, it is a spooky whirling face made of dough. And instead of music, it's producing a dreadful certainty that the face wants to eat your soul. Not if I eat it first. And I didn't get anything from that one either, except for, well, I mean, XP. You're fighting a dinner troll. You notice a gigantic dinner roll on display on the counter. This will go great with my irresponsibly large dinner, you think. But as you approach it, it grows a nose, a fang-strewn mouth, and two horrible, horrible eyes. It's okay. Everything's just dying in one hit to my salsa-y powers. Sweat stands on your brow as you struggle to keep it together. Strange colors intrude on the energy of vision as you survey the scene. You can see a door labeled Office behind the counter. And you know what? I'm not actually done with the forest yet either. I didn't find the mosquito larvae yet. And this looks like this is going to be another big complicated one. I was just trying to buy equipment to go back to the forest better geared. Oh dear. Two complex-looking baking machines sit on a counter in the rear of the bakery. One is labeled Bagel Mat 5000 Industrial Bagel Oven and Biomechanical Artificial Womb. Biomechanical Artificial Womb? I think we found our problem. I think we figured out what went wrong with this place. They might have imagined a few of those words. The other just says Popular in glowing pink letters. Behind the machines and the shelf strewn with people who you went to high school with, all dressed as different books. Or perhaps just books. It's hard to tell through all this snow. This is creepy. Take a deep breath and embrace the madness. You breathe as deeply as you can, letting the spores of hallucinogenic fungus. I thought it was flour in the air. Then your lungs, then your bloodstream, then the missile silo hidden under your alligator farm. Okay, but what did they do with the rest of the bear? You stopped to take in a rainbow of colors on a loaf of bread. There's so many. Brown and tan and a lighter brown and a darker brown, electric blue and a lighter tan, and I think we've made a mistake. When the effects of the fungus wear off, your mind has been stretched in 8 different dimensions. You now vow to never ever shut up about this experience whenever you're hanging out with friends. We're also probably completely insane now from the descriptions you just gave me. But then again, I suspect we were insane before we began this adventure, so, you know. Okay, we're going to try to finish our adventures for hunting mosquito larvae first. Then we'll go back there. Okay, so we did the dark... Let's see, we've done the darker path. Actually, I've done all 3 of these now, haven't I? No, I didn't follow a single set to the cops, and I didn't visit the non-smoking crater yet. It's just dead adventurers everywhere. Seems to be the theme here. Critical hit me for 1, will ya? I'm becoming schmarmier. Okay. Another class dead. What a surprise. Oh, hey. Spices! What'll that do for me? Oh, I forgot to equip my stuff. Okay, hold on. Put that on. Equip this one. Okay, alright. I think I should equip this. Okay. Now, what is this about spices? Spices? Where are they? Said I picked up spices, but I don't see them in my inventory. Must fall under crafting specifically? You should get a hammer. Oh, you use paste to combine them, do you? Let's combine a wad of dough with... It's the start of a pizza. Yay! It doesn't have cheese or anything, but that's okay. Alright. Oh, the spices are oh, I did not expect them to be a combat item. Ah, there they are. Okay, alright. This is a can of secret and mysterious spices. It could be used to give something a secret and or mysterious flavor. If you can control this, you can control the universe. Well, probably not. Meat smithing component, cooking ingredient, cocktail crafting ingredient. Also usable in combat. Reusable. Well, okay, we'll try it. You shake some spices into your opponent's eyes. Well, that's stupid. At least it's not a sparkly vampire. I would like it if you'd stop getting the drop on me. It hurts. I think I've been through every path of the dark thicket, so that just leaves follow the old road and explore the stream. Oh, there's a marsh. Oh, that's where we need to be. You follow your ears to the bubbling stream. You dip your feet in the cool water and survey your surroundings. Downstream from where you're sitting, an area opens into a marshy expanse. You're normally pretty mellow about marshes, but something about this one seems sort of harsh. Upstream, you spot an opening leading to a bank of the stream. It looks like it's just big enough for you to squeeze into. If you're in the mood to squeeze into something right now. I wouldn't be. Enter the marsh and almost immediately plunge ankle deep into a puddle of filthy, stagnant water. There's your mosquito larva. You extricate yourself from the node and notice that your ministrations have stirred up a disgusting, wiggling mass of mosquito larvae. Actually, one of them isn't disgusting at all. It's sort of cute. So you decide to take that one with you. Alright, we now have what we need. We can head over to the council and give them this. Though I have a few more things in this area I'd like to explore. Okay, let's see. So we've still got all the other paths with the stream, and then we've got the old road. You wiggle into the cave. Inside the entrance, you find the body of the famed explorer Jester Meatbot. After carefully checking for any booty traps, you rifle through his wallet. Looks like they called him Meatpot for a reason. Other than the fact that it was his name. In addition to meat, you find a strange coin. Ooh, the start of another quest? An ancient, irregularly shaped coin with 3 tree-shaped holes cut out of it. It's either part of some elaborate puzzle or the work of a very, very strange vandal. I'm mostly not taking damage anymore. Right. You're negotiating your way through the spooky forest. You encounter a vampire. Doesn't seem to notice you. How do you like to perceive? Interview with the vampire. Interrogate the vampire. Enter the vampire. Charge into the vampire like a rhino. Not like a credit card, but not like... anyway, thunk. The hack to the spooky woods is suddenly interrupted when a guy jumps out of the bushes, covered in blood and shouting, "Blah, blah!" You should have seen your face. I scared the hell out of you, didn't I? I tell you, this fake blood is the best thing ever. I just cover myself in it and jump out of the bushes, and I'm all blah, and you're all, I just cracked my pants. Man, your face was a priceless. You calmly sheathe your weapon, pick up the unconscious man's bottle of fake blood, and continue on your way. Fake blood. It scares you like the real thing. But if it were the real thing, it would scare you more. Effect. Bloody, bloody, bloody. 10 adventures. Plus 50 spooky damage. Darn it. Fine. We'll just rest. We'll go back and we'll kick butt. Okay, so I just want to explore the last couple of options that we've got. Interrogate the vampire. You bum rush the vampire and hold him against a tree while you ask a series of questions. You're so intimidated that he seems to forget about his fangs, or the fact that he can easily transform into a mist to escape your clutches. Your mad intimidation skills make you feel big and tough. What happens if you do the same thing multiple times? Can you keep gaining 10 strength each time? Not that strength is important to me. I'll just keep hurling salsa at them. Oh well, once in a while I decide to hit them with my spatula. Maybe just for fun. It's not like I really need the spatula. There we go. Okay, let's see. Stream. Alright, interview. You pull out a notepad and your tape recorder and conduct a long, lengthy interview with this aristocrat of the night. You managed to make him sound pretty good, despite his horrible speech impediment, and that story about eating the rats that he insisted on bringing up over and over again. Are you a Nosferatu? Oh, well. Alright. We just need to follow the old road now. Unfortunately, I've used almost half of my adventures already so soon. But that's okay, we can still eat. You wander a piece up the road, figuring that if life is a highway, you might as well ride it all night long. Heh. Yeah, Song reference. You pass a set of old ragged ruts leading deeper into the forest. You just past a cobblestone path leading to a run-down-looking cottage. As you're trying to decide which of these things to investigate, you are whistling behind you. You turn to see a hunter sitting in a tree standing just off the road. Hey, buddy! Howdy, adventurer, he says quite amiably as you approach. Seen any bar around here? I'm hunting them, you see. I've seen lots of bar. I imagine I could use a drink. Hunter looks at you quizzically. Anyway, I collect their skins. Useful as all get out of bar skin is. If you find any, I'll be glad to take them off your hands. I pay top sirloin, too. Let's call it 75 meat apiece. This here tree stand also doubles as a tree stand. So if you're interested in buying any trees, just let me know. I got hundreds of them. It's literally like they grow on trees. Okay. The hunter's eyes light up as he takes your meat. Boy, howdy, you won't regret this purchase. Okay. Well, that happened. I'll just remember that's a thing if I ever need it later. Oh, no, it's a witch. No, it's the famed vampire hunter G. Have you seen any vampires around here? The forest is crawling with them. Crawling! Take these, and if you find a vampire, use them to impale it, then tear out its heart. Then bring the heart back to me. I use them for... Oh, never mind what I use them for. Stop asking so many questions. But I didn't. He shoves some stakes into your head and slams the door. Where's the stakes? How do I use the stakes? Okay. Alright, fine. Whatever. If it gets me a heart, I'll use them. Crap. I'm beginning to grow defensive of my adventures. Like, no, I don't have to use one. I can go further. And then it costs me. Recklessness. If you follow the wagon ruts, careful not get stuck in them until you find an overturned meat wagon. Okay, so all I need to do is kill a vampire with these stakes now. Well, let's find out what happens if I visit a place I've already been. Okay, that's what happens. Just give me a vampire. That's the last thing I want to do. I didn't get a bar skin. Darn it. What can I do a second time? Okay. Oh well. No fertilizer, I guess? Oh my gosh, it just keeps giving it to me all of a sudden. Okay, come on. Vampires. The forest is literally crawling with them. Where are they? Oh, good point. Let's do that. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Vampire heart. Okay, we got it. We're done. We just need to find... Come on, you were spamming me with them a minute ago. Okay. Alright, hold on. We're going to find it. We're going to go back to Vampire Hunter G, and we're going to give him his heart. Whatever he wants that for. Here we go. I expected a witch in here. Here you go. Acquire a bottle of used blood. Isn't all blood at least slightly used? I mean, you know, to be fair. It's a bottle of blood squeezed out of the heart of a vampire, which means that it was somebody else's blood, and the vampire was temporarily using it. So you're the third owner of this blood. Hopefully it's gently used. It's a quest item. Somebody needs blood? Anybody looking for blood? Oh dear, if I start going to these places, they're going to give me another quest. I've got too many already. Let's return this. Oh, there we go. Thanks for the larva. You know what? You look pretty lonely. Maybe you should hatch this larva and keep the mosquito as a pet. To do so, you need familiar grow terrarium at your campsite. You can use this meat to buy one if you haven't already. Meals received. Owner of a typical tavern in the distant woods is having a bit of a rat problem. It's not an RPG if you don't fight rats at the beginning of the game. Surprised it took this long to find them. No, let's go buy this. All right. I need a this. Okay, excellent. And then I merely go to my campsite, and I'm like, hey, I have this thing. Here it is. Sapling's roots twitch, but nothing else happens. You should try planting it somewhere first. Okay. Pants, potions, spices. It twitches with magicalness. You can feel it trying to grow larger. Guess that's not where it goes, huh? Well, I mean, I'm trying to put the thing in here. Okay, hold on. It's somewhere. I'm just gonna eat a pizza. Yay, 4 adventures. Oh, I should have tried adding more things to the pizza. That's what I should have done. His name is Azrael. Nah. Probably 1,000 people have named it that. Whatever. You'll be Crimson. Dun 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 dun. 1 pound? Holy shit, it's huge. It's enormous. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Alright, let's defeat the bat in the bat hole. Is it gonna be full of Batman references? Alright, we're gonna go back to the Bakery of Madness now. Oh, wait a sec. I need to make a change. Put the rubber spatula back on, please. I've got a good amount of cash now. I could do something with all that. Bop. A baguette lady. You see a hunched-over old woman rummaging through the pastries on the shelf. You approach her. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad to see another human. She turns around. She is not human. Well, that seems like a good reason to beat her up. Well, you're not human. Guess I'll just smashes you. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what? The recipe books would be smart. I could probably gain a free recipe. Gnomish pie tin with a wad of dough. Cool. But I don't have a Knowlish pie tin. How many times are you gonna fall for the same trick and unchain more murderous things? Let's go to the popular machine. You have no idea why it's so popular. It's not even working. Oh, there's a part missing. I bet it's in the office, or maybe I could steal it out of the bagel machine. Let's go to the office. You try to turn the knob of the office door, but the keyhole keeps licking your palm, and it tickles. So there's a dog with a tongue that fits right through a keyhole, is there? Why do I keep getting beefiness for casting spells? Oh, hey! He's gained an entire pound. That's a lot of blood. The Bagel Map 5000 gazes longingly at you with its strange needle-like pupils. That, or the needles of Bagel Map 5002 gauges indicate that all systems are nominal and that the machine is ready to make some bagels. Label on the front reads, Insert dough. You turn the word dough over in your mind. It's a funny word. You snap out of your dough reverie, annoyed with yourself. The place is probably killing a lot of brain cells. 1 dough equals 3 plain bagels. Nice. Well, I mean, sure, why not? But now we have a problem. I can't go into the office door. The popular machine needs a part. I've got nothing. Maybe I'll just go someplace else. It worked again. You can just gain mysticality here for free? How many times are you allowed to do that? Well, we'll have to find parts and come back. It's a weird place. Weird stuff. Wait, what? Did it? Crap. We'll take a look. Try opening the office door. Again! Yes, that's not... Yeah, You try to grab the door's tongue with your left hand and turn the doorknob with your right, but you get your parts wrong and end up simultaneously licking and kicking the door jamb. Neither's effective. Though both are entertaining to your senses, you need focus. Alright. I need focus. What's in that gourd tower? Degrassi, cobs. Let's go down the bat hole. Whoa, you're fighting a regular old bat. Holy crap, it dealt 9 damage. No. Okay, I think I found some place I shouldn't be. I could buff myself up and try again, but I'm not too enthusiastic about that place. Well, never mind you. Fine, I'm going to go to the Distant Woods Tapical Tavern, which is not in the village for some reason. Oh, a brawl, of course. Let's see, we got Strider over here. There's the cellar where the rats are. Let's go to the bar fight. This is a large mountain cat, which, by the light of full moon, turns into a drunken middle-aged woman with a predilection for younger men. Whatever moon governs her transformation is full now. Which is good news and bad news to you. The good news is, you're not about to get your arm chewed off by a mountain lion. The bad news is, you're going to have to fend off a sim seriously inebriated on hitting. Ow, sleazy damage. That's a thing, I guess. Crimson plunges his tiny proboscis into your opponent, extracting 4 pints of blood, which he then squirts into your mouth. Ow. Ow. I don't want this mosquito. I need another pet. Howdy, adventurer, says the jovial man behind the bar. I'm Bart. Bart Ender. Yep. We've got a bit of a rat problem, you see. Whole cellar's just thick with them. I mean, sure, there are always rats down there. Rats are a crucial part of fantasy tavern ecosystems. Our problem is that there are too many rats. And I need you to figure out why there are so many of them and put a stop to it somehow. And I have to... There are rats in the cellar of the tavern. And I have to kill, what, like 10 of them? This isn't as simple as kill 10 rats, buddy. You need to track them back to their source and put a stop to it, whatever it is. Here, let me unlock the trap door for you. Careful, it's dark down there. Oh. I've got the colors inverted. Ah, well. You're fighting a drunken rat. As long as it doesn't break the game by making everything die instantly, by being about 100 levels above me, then sure, yeah, you can send a couple of bets. As you're poking through the dark of the cellar, you hear a squeak. You run towards it. Before you stands a drunken rat. Stands? It also has It's also a dirty rat and pretty smelly. You know the idiom, I think I smell a rat. There's a reason for it. I stole his whisker. And now my mouth is full of rat blood that heals me more than fully. And it's still gross. Tries to sing some drunken rodent karaoke. So they're all drinking the tavern's wine. Or booze of whatever kind. Oh, they hit freaking hard, though. Yeah, I know. I'll sort that out later. Tomorrow I'll have that sorted out. While all the tavern cellars you've encountered in the past have led you to expect either a crate or some rats, you've never before seen what you find here. A crate filled with rats! That's where the rats are coming from. Don't dump it out. Set it on fire. 1984 had nothing on this cellar. Why, is Big Brother watching us? I don't know why. Oh well. He probably lit off the crate and heave it over! A deluge of rats scatters in every direction. Well, that's just great. Now there are more rats loose in the cellar. You require 5 rat riskers. But what's this? There's a single rat left in the crate, grinning like a madman. Mad rat? Madras? Wave your hands around in front of, make some oogity-boogity noises, but he refuses to be scared off. Not sure what else to do. You pick him up and take him with you. Don't really want a rat in my pocket. I'm going to throw a razor can lid at this one. Crud. Alright. That didn't do very good. I was hoping it would do a little bit better than my regular attacks. Alright, clearly what I'm going to need to do... Whoops, wrong turn. Yeah, I'm curious about that too. But you know what? Okay, let's just go back in. Go back down. Alright, so what we're going to do is... I'm going to trigger both my skills again. I'm being too stingy. Probably a new familiar. Okay, now we should be way more deadlier. It's now a 4-pound mosquito. I am dooming the world right now. 5 cc's of blood. And injects them into me. Ugh. Ow. Alright. If one of them more gets the jump on me, I'm gonna have to leave. Drat. Alright. I'm gonna go over here and we're going to check. I need skills. Alright, let's see. We've got Saucy Salve. Ooh, healing. Oh. Expert panhandling. This increases the amount of meat you gain when fighting monsters. Effect icy glare for 10 adventures. Protect me from elemental attacks. I actually think I should take the healing. What's this do? I think I should have this one too. You know what, I'm just gonna take the top one because it's cheap. Alright. Alright, rats! I'm gonna learn you. I'm gonna learn you a few things. Oh, that hits hard. Okay. Alright. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be like, get those going again. Back into the rat hole. I like this area, by the way. So far, this is my favorite area. Progress is stopped by what appears to be a castle constructed of leftover crates. A dozen brats bravely man or rat the battlements, raising their tiny arms in defiance of your imminent siege. You kick down the crate castle and send the rats, brave as they are, scurrying back to their filthy rat mothers. Picking up the wreckage, you discover the source of their bravery. Tequila. Just blasting them. Yeah. Uh-oh. Darkened corner of the cellar. Then again, aren't all the corners of the cellar darkened? You make a grisly discovery. The corpse of an adventurer. He must have been defeated by the rats. You examine his gear more closely and determine that he was a sorcerer. That doesn't bode well. Might as well make the best of his bad luck. Cool. I'll equip the ring and the... Oh, what's this? You follow sounds of skittering and scratching to a spot at the edge of the tavern cellar. Where the source of the plague of rats immediately becomes apparent. Someone left the rat faucet on. How careless. Closing the valve, the torrent of rats slows to a trickle. Then finally, no rats at all. 3 flagons of typical tavern swill. Why, thank you. Rat faucet. Oh, that's probably Lan. She was always doing ditzy stuff like that. Right unfriendly to customers, too. That's why I fired her and divorced her. Well, aren't you a swell guy? The rat faucet. No, I'm going to finish exploring this place. I want to see the rest of it. It's fine. We'll just rest. That's what the tent is for. I bet there's something else interesting hidden in here. See, I figured it wouldn't be in the bottom corner farthest away. Though I was actually expecting it to be, oh my gosh, a little more towards the center. It's a tough place. It's a tough cellar. Exploration is blocked by a huge pile of crates labeled miscellaneous booze. Well, your path is blocked by a massive barrel of beer. You know what you do with barrels around these parts. You don't smash it, you'll get beer everywhere all over yourself. You smash the barrel, refilling several empty bottles with beer you sop up off the floor. Okay. Investigate the source of a dim light in the tavern cellar. You discover it to be the front porch of a tiny mansion. What's that all about? It's a rat mansion. Knock on the door. After a few moments, a sophisticated-looking rat in a top hat and a monocle answers it. I see. But the rudeness of adventurers these days is a development I simply cannot abide. Can't a member of the upper classes enjoy a spot of afternoon tea without being harassed by fortune hunters? It will not stand. He tosses his teacup to the ground and advances on you with the malice gleaming in one eye, and a slightly larger malice gleaming in the eye with a monocle on it. He beats you senseless, but in a dapper way. Yeah, well, I have your monocle now. Muscle and mysticality. The tiny mansion. As long as they don't get the jump on me. Well, that was worth coming back to. Alright, let's root around in our stuff and see what we've got. We've got a furry pill now. You're not sure if this pill was originally furry but it's got a respectable coat of fur after spending who knows how long in this cellar. Oh, dear. I mean, I think I gotta. Have you ever noticed how rich people have all kinds of stuff that you don't have? Have you ever wondered why? It's because they have monocles. Plus 10% item drops from monsters. Heck yeah! What about this shiny ring? It's both shiny and magical. All attributes plus 3? Holy crap. Darn it, we have to go into our equipment. Alright, something's gotta come off. You act like a vampire. Blah! This collar is a creature of the night, a hunter of humanity as its prey. It suffers from its eternal bloodlust. Forever cut off from the world, beautiful in its solitude, is the most exquisitely tormented piece of black velvet you've ever seen. Yeah, but it doesn't say it does anything, so I'm just going to throw it off and put on this awesome ring. Oh my gosh, look at that. Should I go back into the bat hole? The bat cave? Do we have enough focus yet? I don't know. You find a sleeping Knob-Goblin Guard. This is the Knob-Goblin Guard who's fallen asleep at the switch. The switch, in this case, is the entrance to Cobb's Knob. Normally, these guys are pretty tough, but they're notoriously hard to wake up, so you can probably take this one. A Viking helm. Is our historically inaccurate Viking helmet good? Power 20, and I've got a power 20 already. Well, I mean, what good is it then? You've been a Viking again. I can tell by your helmet. On the way to Cobb's Knob, you feel a cold wind. You hear a faint strains of an orchestra play that sounds like a John Williams composition. All of a sudden, a frightful apparition appears, because that's what apparitions do, before you, and recites a strange poem. Ere winter froze my hobo bones, I was known as Dr. Jones. My scalpel to you is a gift from above. Go forth and fight, no time for love. Recent items. Follow the hobo's map into the library across the street from the shady back alley. The map directs you down a flight of stairs into a series of catacombs, which are inexplicably full of oil up to chest level. Suddenly, the oil ignites. You run, swim through the oil-filled catacombs, barely escaping the flames, jumping into a handy minecar without a spare moment. You rattle down a rickety set of tracks on the minecar while unseen foes shoot arrows from either side. You hit a barricade at the end of the tracks and are catapulted into a narrow tunnel. You hear a noise behind you and look back to see a gigantic bowling ball rolling after you. You run faster, but you see a huge pit gaping ahead. You try to leap over the pit, but you're not going to be able to reach the outcropping on the other side. If only you had something with which to extend your reach. You fall into the pit, and the bowling ball lands on top of you. Pass up and wake up in the alley, stinking of mad train wine. It's a lot of Indiana Jones. Why does the hobo map take me to an Indiana Jones adventure? So I need a whip. Okay. Let's not worry about that now. Alright, let's see what the sorceress has got. I'm a sorcerer. That's just totally be my thing, right? Well, What do you want me to do? Go through the maze and up the tower? And no. I don't know how to interact with this one. A funny thing happened. On the way to Cobb's Knob, you trip over something in the road. You stop to investigate, and it turns out to be a chest full of meat. Some guys have all the luck and all the stubbed toes. There's a Knob-Goblin barbecue team. The deadly combination of a neophyte Knob-Goblin chef and a magically animated barbecue drill. Steal the grill. Steal the grill, I need it. I can only investigate on the outskirts. It's got an elevator. A one-eyed gnoll. Okay, so that's their gym. Garage. Bugbear beanie. A bakery. Boy, we don't have good bakeries in this world. The restroom. Okay, all right. Let's try the bat hole again. You're near the junction, but the stench, the massive piles of guano is enough to knock you over. Massive piles of guano. Mix it with some coal dust and some other stuff. We'll make ourselves black powder. Forget hitting people with balls of sauce. We're going to build a rifle. Well, I mean, first we'd have to invent rifling, though. I mean, that's probably not easy to figure out how to make if you've never seen it before. Alright, let me see. Just a sec. My idling to rule the gods campaign's all finished, and my dungeons, and I gotta let me see. 13 hours. You should be cool to do 11 then. I'll make it a 10-hour run. And 10 for you. And 10 for all of you. Until that completes. Okay. There we go. All done. Okay. I am going to need stench protection for 2 places. Okay. We need stench protection. You fight a sub-assistant, mad scientist. You know, sometimes mad scientists have an assistant. Well, sometimes those assistants have assistants. That's what this goblin is. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve. No, he doesn't. Because he doesn't have a sleeve. I've just burned him alive. Okay, I'll figure out the email thing probably tomorrow morning, actually. Before I stream again. I am running out of MP. Let's try smacking them with a spatula. A bone with a price tag. Rubber spatula. Bonk. Bonk. Aha! What is this? The red encryption key. Near the knob, you encounter one of the sleeping guards that you keep seeing everywhere. You're about to attack him when you notice he's got a cool-looking insignia sewn on his pants. You realize he must be some sort of high-ranking officer. Marveling at the discipline of the Knob army, you decide to rifle through his pockets to see if he's carrying anything important. And sure enough, you find what appears to be an important code document in his back pocket. Now, let's beat him up, too. Alright, how do I use it? What does it do? is a sheet filled with letters, numbers, and unidentifiable symbols. You start to wonder what it is, then you notice the phrase, Knobgoblin Encryption Key, do not export, in huge bold letters at the top. Okay, cool. Ooh, these pants are better than what I was wearing. But I'm also running low on adventures. Bop. Bop. Dirt road outside of Cobb's Knob. You trip over a rock and knock yourself briefly unconscious on a different, larger, and sharper rock. Isn't that the way of things? When you come to, you find yourself in chain gang, being forced to haul sewage in and out of the knob. You're not quite sure why you're taking sewage into the knob, but yours is not exactly to reason why, given the circumstances. One way or the other, this servitude must come to an end, but how? Serve the sentence and become really stinky but strong? Rise and revolt! Cunning. Rise and revolt! You decide to convince your fellow prisoners to rise up with you, rebelling against the goblin captors. Unfortunately, they're all pretty comfortable with the status quo, and your speech falls upon deaf ears. Well, not entirely. It falls on mostly deaf ears, but also the non-deaf ears of your guard, who responds by hitting you in the head with the butt of his scimitar. As you're wandering through the outskirts of Cobb's Knob, you hear a faint whisper from behind a tree. You go there to the tree to investigate and discover a wounded knob-goblin guard resting against a trunk, breathing heavily. Adventurer, you gotta help me. I stubbed my toe really, really hard, and I don't think I'm gonna make it unless someone brings me some medicine. Okay. What kind of medicine do you need? Go to Seaside Town. Visit Doc Galactic's medicine show. His pungent ungent should fix me right up. Pungent ungent. Okay. Hi there. I would like your pungent ungent. But you, my friend, you look like a hale and hearty adventurer. I don't suppose you'd care to assist me with a little problem I've got. Problem indeed, my good friend. Here's the situation. I've run out of ingredients for some of my patent medicines, and I simply don't have the time to gather them myself. I'll need 3 sprigs of fraudwort, 3 bundles of shyster reed, and 3 swindle blossoms. Do you think you're up to the task? Excellent, excellent news. My friend, you can find these herbs right here in Seaside Town, in the overgrown lot by the sleazy back alley. You step around the corner of the sleazy back alley, which you'd think would put you in the street, but the way the town is laid out makes no sense. And survey the overgrown lot. Looks like an apartment furnished by irresponsible college students, but instead of the apartment, it's outdoors. Instead of IKEA, they went with weeds and garbage store. Okay. I'll come back to this. Hold on. I have medicine. I have medicine for a goblin, even though I've been beating the crap out of all of them until now. You will go back to the tree where the wounded goblin guard is resting and find him just where you left him. Continue to whine about his toe. Here you go, tough guy. Hey, I got the ring of half-assed regeneration. Well, you regenerate 0 to 1 hit points per adventure. What? Mail? Got a solid asbestos box. Well, that's cool. Okay. Okay. What do I do with a solid asbestos box? I don't even see it. A box made of some good old fireproof carcinogenic asbestos. As long as you don't inhale deeply around it, you should be okay. At least it's safe. At least it's a safe way to send the hottest of hotties hot gifts. Ah, people don't know anything about asbestos. It's not a problem unless it's friable. Then you might have a problem, but you wouldn't make a box out of friable asbestos. Certainly not. Although, on the other hand, you could take a drill or sandpaper to it, and then that would be bad. Miscellaneous. I don't see it. Let's go find out what this does. You're unworthy of Mighty Mouse as a name. You could be. I mean, you're not a chipmunk, but, you know, Dale is probably the most common name for this thing. Okay. All right. I think I have to do an email thing. It keeps telling me that the multiplayer stuff is locked right now. I don't know. We'll figure it out tomorrow. I'm almost out of quests, but I can do a little bit of food to get more. So, you know. Alright, let's see. Let's try the overgrown lot now. You're fighting a cooler wino. Some of the seaside town's drunks are too cool to live in the sleazy back alley, but not cool enough to live in an actual apartment or house. This is one of them. He's mad at you. Ah, Swindle Blossom. Great. A malt liquor golem who approached a scattered pile of half-full malt liquor bottles in paper bags. Who left all these things half-full? What kind of alcoholics are you? You can't even finish what you start? Disgraceful display. Before you can rate it, the bottle leap into the air and assume human form. Bop. +3 to stats. Is that what he does? He just sits there smiling. A dire pigeon! Oh no. Oh, hey, a pigeon egg and a jaunty feather. I know. I know. But I can still eat. You're fighting a sewer snake with a sewer snake in it. What? The sewers of Seaside Town are filled with snakes. Everybody knows that. Oh, that's just great. Ah, I've actually heard stories of people who have snakes come out of their toilets. No, thank you. I live in a place where there are no snakes. We do have amphibians, frogs and stuff, but no snakes. None that I'm aware of in Alaska at all. It's a big state, but as far as I know, there are no snakes up here. The sewers of... Let's see... This one is one of those snakes, but it swallowed one of those metal tools plumbers use to clean snakes out of clogged pipes. Oh, I see. Oh, it ate a snake. Okay. Someone was snaking the drain. I get it. And now it's too stiff to navigate the sewers, and it's none too happy about it. That's why it's attacking you. Bop. Yeah, you guys aren't too tough. Cartons of snake milk? No, 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 no. Milking a snake does not result in anything with it doesn't lactate. There's no such thing as snake milk. Milking a snake is about stealing their venom. Ah. Some puns should not be. Unflavored wine cooler. Oh. You must make it pretty far into the lot without being attacked this time. And you should just look around a little. It's about what you'd expect. Tall grass, rattatas, pidgeys, and all that kind of stuff. Ramshackle shopping cart fortresses. Ooh. Piles of cardboard boxes stained with liquid you'd rather not identify. A low moaning sound, which you take to be the wind, but which is very slightly spookier and more persistent than the wind you've encountered. The world is your oyster, or at least this part of the world is. How do you like your oysters? All right, let's finish this quest. Excellent. Bippity bop. Bippity bop. We only need a couple swindle blossoms and one shyster weed. Bippity boppity boop. One more swindle blossom and we're out of here. Alright, let's check out the shopping carts. Bop. Bop. There we go. Excellent. I kind of want to see the other places first. Then we'll deliver his stuff. We're almost out of moves anyway. Okay, let's try the cardboard boxes. Whiskey. I personally don't recommend drinking anything you find in random cardboard boxes in just this location. Okay. Follow spooky noises to their stores. A group of ghostly children playing some weird, antiquated version of baseball. One of the ghosts asks you if you'd like to mind playing pitcher for them. Since the girl that was supposed to pitch was tragically killed somewhere far enough from the lot that she wasn't able to haunt it. Even though you don't really like kids or ghosts, you like these ghost kids, so you agree to play the game with them. Turns out you're pretty good at throwing invisible ghost balls. Okey-dokes. So, here you go again. Thank you very much. In my hands, these herbs will advance our understanding of the science of human survival by at least a decade. As a token of my gratitude, allow me to extend you, and to you only, a 33% discount on all my patent medicines. Oh, wasn't that nice? The anti-antidote. Well, that ends up being an antidote, so okay. Or by modern definitions, if we go by the ancient definition of anti, then it would be in place of. But anyway, if you get unpoisoned. Okey-doke. Well, I have 2 left. And then we can food. Food. That sounds tasty. I should food. I don't know. Let's mess around in here a little bit more. Bonk. I'm not even casting spells anymore. I just bop everyone with a rubber spatula. Okay. Now, first thing to do. Let's see. Shake. Glob of cream cheese. You put a glob of cream cheese in your mouth like a crazy person. Then spend the next 10 minutes slowly swallowing it. How much food can I hold? I don't see where my limits are on that. What's the limit of my eating capacity? Let's craft. Let's try to do a wad of dough with spices. These two items cannot possibly be combined. Fine. Standard issue cupcake. Then we'll add cream cheese to it. No. Spices. No. Alright, let me see. Strawberry. That would make sense, right? No? Huh. An orange popsicle. The food limit is hidden. Ah, okay. Let's try a cream cheese bagel. An acceptable bagel. Acceptable by whose standards? I got lots of snake milk. Okay. Oh, wow. It's astonishingly tolerable. Oh, that's what we're doing from now on. Right there. That's what we need. Okay. All right. All right. So I know where I can make bagels. I know where I can get cream cheese. Alright. This is astonishingly tolerable. Oh, I'm full. Okay. So next, our next thing to do is to make cocktails. So I've got this here unflavored wine cooler. Clearly it needs to become lemon flavor. Citrus crush. Let's try grapefruit. Breakfast blast. An orange. Orange Mageddon. Strawberry. Raspberry Rip. Okay, well, at least they have cool names, I guess. Spiced wine, of course. Spiced wine's a thing. Okay. Let's try vodka mixed with typical tavern swill. No? Alright, fine. Tequila. Is that not a thing? I have no idea what alcohols are supposed to be mixed. Oh well, we mixed some stuff. Let's go drink it. So, tipsiness. Oh, wow. Look at all those gains. Look at it all. Wow. All right. Steals your nerves whatever unfortunate events are to come. Is this what I needed? Was the only correct solution to opening this door to be drunk enough? We'll find out in a moment. Good, more wads of dough. I want those. Open the damned door! Reach for the door, but it flings itself open before you touch the knob. A booming voice emerges from the haze of the office beyond. Who dares disturb Cake Lord? You creep into the office, hoping your eyes will adjust to the madness. I asked you a question, dummy. Hadriex, I guess. Hadriex dares disturb Cake Lord. Then Hadriex is a fool. Alfredo sauce. That got him. Cakes and Alfredo sauce. Fastest way to destroy a cake is throw Alfredo sauce all over it. Hey, look, it's Madeline. You step triumphantly over the form of Cake Lord to see a severe-looking woman glaring at you from behind a desk. Hey, you must be Madeline Harkness. How about Harkinian? I think Harkinian would be a great name for this game. Hi, Madeline. I'm Hadriex. I'm here to rescue you, I guess. Am I? Was I here to rescue a Madeline? I'm supposed to get a pie. Oh, goody. Another adventurer here to rescue me by destroying my stock. Stock? I didn't see any stock. All I saw were monsters. I beat them all, and then I beat the boss, and now you're free. What you did was got a big accidental dose of ergot poisoning, which may or may not have been responsible for the witch trials. Wait, if your wheat is all infected with ergot, you need to throw that all out. Don't try baking with it. Start hallucinating. Trash my entire bakery. And you're breaking into my office and destroying a wedding cake I spent 6 days on. If you knew you had ergot poisoning and adventurers have come through smashing all your crap before, you shouldn't have spent 6 days baking a cake. You should have done something about your serious problem. Like maybe a couple of fans with filters on them, and then, throw out all the infected stuff. Well, to be honest, I should have seen it coming. I was hoping the illusion would be mild and just make people want to buy more donuts. Then you deserve whatever you get. This story about how I trashed your shop is fascinating, but the armorer and leggerer said something about a pie you were supposed to have delivered. You know anything about that? Sure. It's the one baked good you haven't destroyed yet, so I guess you can have it. You acquired the no-handed pie. You know what? I'm clearly not cut to run out in a hallucinogen-encrusted bakery. I'm moving up the supply chain. From now on, I'm only selling the raw materials. Let somebody else deal with the retail nonsense. Cool. I was supposed to take this to you. Here's your pie. Popular part. I needed a part to fix a machine, and the machine was in here. Come on, give me a shot at the machines. The popular machine needs the popular part. Insert 1 wad of dough, 1 strawberry, 1 glob of icing, press bread button, and wait. Okay. But it works, and it's a thing, and I'll remember that it exists. I should spit out a few more bagels. Getting more than a dozen bagels is pretty good. Alright. Well, I'm going to save what's left plus the 40 that I pick up with the reset of the day, and tomorrow we will continue our adventure, or I guess later today. I don't know when it rolls over. I'm not 100% sure when I'll start streaming this again, but it will be. So it takes about 5 days of being inattentive for this to fill up. Huh. I could do this once a week then. But the food gives you so many. I'll have to figure out the best way to approach this game. Anyway, that was interesting. Ooh, boy. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat something and fall in bed because I need to sleep. I kept yawning, especially towards the end. I'm exhausted. It's been a busy week. Oh, but now I have some idea of what Kingdom is Loathing is about. So we'll continue our adventures tomorrow and see where it takes us. We managed to gain 4 levels and a lot of stat points. Favorite food is acceptable bagels. No kidding. Shame my favorite food can't be meat. I seem to have lots of that. Rosemary Diviner. Well, anyway. I put myself at 13 out of 14 drinking. So, you know, seemed like a safe point to stop. Let's see. Anyway. Potencies. I don't suppose anyone's got a 0 potency whiskey. No? Okay. Packed with vitamins you crave and the ethanol you deserve. An airline-sized bottle of whiskey? So this is a crappy booze? This is a good booze, and this is a decent booze. Anyway. 13 hours. Hold on, let me figure this out. Okay. So, really, it would be rolling over at 6:30? That seems like a strange time. So I should be aiming for 6 p.m. Alaskan time tomorrow. Okay. Alright. Well, let's take a moment to finish off one last thing. We'll drink this crappy one. You are falling down drunk. Yep. You are way too drunk already. Alright. Sorry. I do it earlier in the day, but we gotta wait for it to roll over now. So, until then, until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.